Evening everyone, how are we doing tonight? Hope we're enjoying this lovely summery weather over here. So welcome along Stephen, you're there nice and early again tonight. So we have come back onto cattle and crops again tonight to have another go on here. See how we get on this time. We're carrying on with the free play side of things.
Microphone activated.
So let's have you two back as well. And we'll see what we can do on here tonight, what glitches I can find, what machinery I can flip over. I'm sure I'll find something to wreck on here. Probably forget the controls numerous times. We've got a few fields to drill from memory. Why has everything got chocks behind the wheels? Yeah.
That black sheep modding skid steers just come out.
Yeah, I did just see them. Just sort of flashed up on my end. It's been about 10 or 12 new mods just drop in there as well as the updates.
Yep.
Another late one.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Some of them buildings look like they could be quite interesting which just dropped.
Yeah.
In a minute, Gav's trying to remember what control does what on here. It's been a week since I was on here. I seem to have wheel chocks stuck behind the wheels of the tractor. Which is a neat trick. Well. Interesting one. No idea in FS, Stephen. That would be a GE item though. That should be up any second. The button has been pressed. Hey Spencer, how are we doing? So we're going to try and find our field down this way somewhere. See, patience Stephen, it will get there. Those wheel chocks are a lovely little trick behind those tractor wheels. There's a field somewhere here which belongs to us, which requires our attention. What do I know, Spencer? Yeah, I think there's a couple of new maps in there.
Spanish one.
Yeah, I did see that one and the Polish one as well.
But that Spanish one was a bit weird.
Why?
Well, actually, what's that? Oh, it's got.
Oh, don't question Spanish, Dal.
No, it's got potato, not potatoes.
That is alfalfa, probably.
No, if you go to the third picture, it's got tomato growing in the ground.
They grow tomato on the ground outside in Spain and in the mainlands.
Yeah, but this is a Giants map with it on, which is on Mod Hub.
Yeah, I wonder if I've done that.
Or more to the point, what do we use to harvest them?
No, they look like they just go into a, I don't know. I have no clue.
I guess something like a combine converter comes with the map, is there?
No, it's too small for that, it's like hand-picked.
Right.
It looks like, yeah. Right, listen to that.
I can't see it have combines to them because that'd be wholly unrealistic and their partners would not support it.
Yeah. And you don't use a combine to harvest tomato.
You make some good tomato sauce with it in a combine.
You use a picker.
I've only had a quick look, Stephen, because they literally just dropped before I went live, so I haven't had a chance to have a proper look yet. A couple more fields of wheat in, then we get some maize drilled as well. I don't know if anyone else saw the updates they're working on for cattle and crops at the minute last week to the silage clamps. Making them a lot more realistic apparently. Some more updates coming by the looks of it. Hey Paul, how are we doing? Don't even use the contractor mod, Stephen. Can't see any reason to use it really. But looking at the updates for the maps on there tonight, it's a wonder they got past the first time around. Well, that one we can't help you with, Stephen. We can help you with one or two other things you struggle to understand, but not the contractor mod. Yeah, I had a couple of goes on that as well this week, Paul. Obviously not on the channel. So what's the stream looking like at the moment?
Looking good.
Yeah.
No pixely Vaseline type images?
Nope.
Nope. Not at my end.
Oh, well, I can cope with that then. The contractor mod just seems a lot of hard work really in FS. You're doing well there then, Paul. More to the point, have you made 40,000 in the game so far? I got up to like 9.5 before I spent some money on various bits and pieces. Mostly seeds in the greenhouse, a cat and some chickens. Tried unsuccessfully chatting up with women on there. Story of my life. some of the things that the game gives you to say to these women to try and lure them as your wife are quite cringe-worthy, I think is the best way to describe it on the game. You know, like, you're the kind of princess I've been looking for all my life.
Yeah.
That was more like get you slapped than anything else in real life.
Only one slap.
Any more than one is pleasurable. Ah, I see, Paul. So I need more chickens then. Now go across this top end once, then back down this side and across the bottom. And that's this field done with the wheat as well. Could try and do our furthest fields with wheat. Do the ones closest to the yard with maize. Make it a bit easy for us. Hey SG, it's raining here again now. I think we must be getting up towards the sort of 50mm mark in the last, or so far this week now. We did need it. Hi Crazy Chicken, how are we doing tonight? So I don't suppose you have to worry too much about getting wet in the rain, SG? All good here, thanks. Nice easy day today. A few videos recorded. Bit of paperwork done. Burger van visit, all done in one day, so I'll live with that. Any day what involves the burger van is a good day. Alright, that's that field done. Well, drips only get bigger, SG. You can't get wetter if you're a drip, you just get bigger. And you walked right into that one, didn't you? You think he'd learnt by now, wouldn't you, Milton? Not to just walk into them every time.
Yeah, no comments on that.
Right, let's have a look where some of our other fields are now. Ooh. Well, some of us found it funny, SG. Right. Fields owned. Field 1. Ooh, we better have a look at that one. That one could go to wheat quite happily. Their fields what are available actually. Let's try fields owned. So I didn't think we owned field 1. That doesn't surprise me, SG. I want to get up to that field there, so I have a nice little trek by the looks of it. With a very good chance of getting lost on the way up there. This should be fun. Helps I take the handbrake off. The drill is twerking again. Let's see if we can find our way to this field without getting lost. Or driving off the edge of the map. Both are entirely possible.
Spanish map's quite interesting actually, Kev.
Sorry?
That Spanish map's quite interesting.
Yeah?
Yes.
You've got to clear the field of trees.
That dropped a bit earlier tonight. I might have had a look at it.
Yeah.
Instead of doing this.
So it dropped well late though, didn't it?
Yeah. Again. And a lot of them have dropped today as well. Right, so we've got this little field in here to do. Not too big a field. I'll get some diesel once we've done this. Get this one done, then we'll have a look at what else we've got to do. Might be we have to change drills. These fields also want fertiliser on at some point. Try and hold that around 15k, I think. Hey Luke, you all good here? Thanks, how you doing? Mainly going to change drills because there's going to be too much seed left in this one to go on to corn. Much appreciated. Cattle and crops as per the stream title. Much appreciated, Lukey. Keep an eye on that fuel gauge. So I'm not sure if the farmyards is the only place we can fill up with diesel. Running out of diesel will be very, very bad. We'll leave that to GD to do that on his streams. Yeah, almost sounds like self-promotion there, Lukey. It'd be very, very bad. I'll be finishing around 9ish probably. Seeing how we go. Good thing about the rest of the week is I'm not working too far from home as things go, so I've not got to be about so early. Hey Martin, not bad, thanks. How you doing now? More importantly, how's your lad doing? Oh, that's good then. We'll be back running around in no time. Cast will be off for it the weather gets too hot then as well. We'll be able to ram a knitting needle down and scratch himself. Yeah, I bet he is. In touch wood, I've never had to have a plaster cast. There's one occasion where I should have done, but I didn't do because I didn't seek medical attention. This is... If they get it sorted, it'll be a more realistic version of Farm Sim, I think is the best way to describe it. That sound fair, Dal?
Yeah, definitely. That's how I'd put it anyway.
Yeah. Because it takes into account things like soil moisture, disease burden, that sort of thing. Once it's actually working properly. It's still in development though, so it's not a finished game. So we are finding the odd little bug. Odd is probably the right word to use for some of them we've had on here. Like the class combine doing the triple backflip and somersault. when hooking the header driver on it. Oh yes, PC only, this one. I don't think there's a console in existence what could run it at the moment. Mainly because everything is ram-packed with scripts on here in the tractors. The game itself, I would imagine. An example of realism on here. Last week we done hay on here, got it all ready to bale, then it rained on it, we had to start again by turning because that's too wet. However, in the next breath it was allowing us to combine barley and pouring rain, which is a bit of a strange one. And they help us make courseplay look operator friendly on here. I think my FPS has improved slightly on here after I altered the graphics card settings. Yeah, 40 FPS now. I thought I'd say what I'd done to my graphics card, but it's certainly running it better.
Gav, them smart beds and that are placeable.
Ooh,
You have an hourly income of €300.
they could be interesting.
Build a water tank with 65,000 litres.
Wow.
And the wheel box with 33,000 litres.
Wow.
And that will give you an income for a month. Wow, that's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. That's way too much.
I'm sure that could be adjusted.
Cauliflower.
It's interesting to see a map come out on the mod hub with all that stuff in it.
Yeah.
So trees are severely affecting the FPS on here. Drop down to high 20s near the trees, we're back up to sort of mid 40s away from them.
It's weird that happens though, you know.
Yeah.
With the trees, because they didn't have that many trees when they very first brought the game out.
Oh.
They seem to have done it, and then they seem to sort of like have pushed their limit a little bit too much.
Yeah. Sort of keep an eye on how warm my PC feels to the touch at the minute streaming this one. It's the first time I've played it since I altered the graphics card settings. I'll make sure it don't get a bit too hot in there. Which it shouldn't do. See, we're down to 23 now near the trees. We're at 45 the other end of the field. So that's that field done. Now if we look in the field menu, be very careful that we don't run out of diesel in the meantime. If I can get in the field menu. Go. Find the one we're on. I think it's that one, 36. So it now tells us exactly what the field needs. So it's in dire need of moisture. It's 100% drilled with wheat. 50% deep loosened, could do with loosening. Soil condition is not the best at the moment. I don't know how much of this other stuff is working. So we've got illness all coming soon down there, which probably mean we're going to get diseases of the plants at some point. So we've now got 36 drilled, 28 is drilled with wheat. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we meant when we just said it's going to be highly realistic, Martin. It's not going to be a game for people who just like to chuck stuff in the ground and leave it, I don't think, when that's finished. So all these fields around the yard are going to become maize. We've got that one, and that one drilled with wheat. We now need the maize drill. I think we better do some heavy cultivations first on these fields, which means we need to get this drill back to the yard. There's one good thing about this map, what you can't do with FS. If the cars annoy you on here, you can remove them, much like that. Stop them in the tracks. We'll say this game isn't very well optimised at the moment, but as we said, it's still being made, basically. Hey Benji, how are we doing? Like if I was driving on the right side of the road, given it's Germany. Sure, we just rammed that green Bentley off the road elsewhere. Oh, I'm good, thanks. Try to work out where I am on the map without getting too lost. Bit late for that, but I'm already lost on here. There's already mods out for this one, Martin. Got one or two of them downloaded. Let's just say the quality of some of them is debatable, to say the least. There's mods on Mod Hoster for this game, and also forbidden mods. Could be going around in a circle for all I know at the moment. Probably isn't the best thing to be doing given how low on diesel we are. The fuel light is on the dashboard, you can see there. Oh, certainly an in-depth game. Don't think anybody could dispute that this isn't an in-depth game. I know where we are now. Let's power slide the drill around the junction. We need to find a big heavy cultivator, which I know we have got as a mod in there. There's this map and there's a demo map for all the class equipment as well.
Right, mate.
Okay. The game is far from finished in that respect. Just find it amusing how the wheels don't appear on the car till you're nearly up to them. So they look like hover cars coming towards you. Alright, let's get this thing filled up with diesel before we run out somewhere. I think the price of diesel is going to be a problem to us somehow. This ain't going to be cheap. Do get me nectar points for that lot. Right, so we're done with that drill just for now. We need to go find one of these big heavy cultivators we've got installed. So head down the shop. Already got a sprayer down there waiting for us. We'll be coming back at some point. Got the plough over the other side of the farm still. Where we left it when we had that little incident with the helper refusing to do anything last week. Engine seems to be running fairly hot on this tractor. Got Daman sprayer in there, but we don't need that just yet. What we want, if it's going to work okay, because it is a mod, and I've had debatable experiences with mods so far on here. Just getting lots of XP points, which is good. Thanks for the sub, lol pal. One off 300. Can we get there? The mods are... they're texture issues, basically. That was the problem with them. Some real random textures coming up on the back of them. So we've got CLC cultivators in here. Centimetre depth. Anything that works deeper than 20 centimetres? Legitimately, Stephen, no dodgy accounts, please, because YouTube has a habit of removing them. In the past week, my subs have been up and down like a yo-yo as YouTube actually removed dodgy accounts from in there. That goes to 20 centimetres deep as well. Okay. I see. So Converland or Vicon. I think it actually works deeper than 20 centimetres in here. Just wondering what they call deep loosening, because I can't actually find much what works deep.
Come back.
Welcome back. 7 centimetres, that ain't deep enough. A couple of maze drills there. Vicon CLC. Okay, Stephen. So everything works to 20 centimetres deep. I can't actually find any subsoils or anything like that in here yet, which go in deeper. So what was the widest CLC? 5 metres. 6 metres. I'm thinking we'll try these discs out as they're a mod. This could be interesting. They may get sold again straight away. We saw what the plough looked like last week. Let's have a look. Are they bouncing up and down over there? Yeah, about that. Anyone want to see a weird glitch? Where have my discs gone?
Oh my god.
Where'd my discs just go?
Where'd they go?
Help?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Where are they?
They could be anywhere. They went that way, Gav. Where you're looking, that's where they went.
Yeah.
See what I mean about dodgy mods now, Benji? Where are the discs?
Was that mod?
Yeah. That's a mod.
Yeah, that's a mod. Yeah, help? I'm guessing that mod had never been tested by the person who made it.
Probably.
I expect to see a set of discs drop from the sky at any moment. Got some really random tornadoes on here. Could have been worse because I had the track hooked onto them when I'd done it.
That would have been funny. Reviewing it as well.
Just adds a bit of fun to it when they do that sort of thing. I think we'll sell them again wherever they are. I think they might actually tell us where they are when you go into the menu. Fleet. Yep. It's
Well,
trying to show us where they are at the moment. Seems they're still doing funny things in the sky. They're getting very dirty doing it though. I think that means they're somewhere above us.
They're definitely up in the
Yeah.
air.
Shall we just get out the tractor for a moment here? Anyone see any discs? Hello, discs?
Oh my days, that's nuts. Barely see them on the map, can you?
Any unidentified flying objects up there? These ones you won't need your tin foil for, they're perfectly identifiable.
Yeah, just combat flying around the place.
Well, they must be up there a long way. Currently gone into orbit with the Chinese satellites, I think. I think we better sell them before it kills any problems for us. Like crashing the game. Yeah, they're well out of the map boundary now. They're right up there. They've gone out of the map. Yeah, sell them please. Shall we try an in-game cultivator here? I think it might be a slightly safer option somehow. These glitches are getting so funny on here now when we do get one. $5 meters. I would say that's the one we want. Now these ones are standard in-game. Should not catapult out of the atmosphere when we go near them. These should not cause us any issues, I hope. Just watch out for low-flying disc arrows. I think those discs would be well on the way to Mars by now if we hadn't sold them. Seeing people say Farm Simulator 19 has problems with mods. I think the last time I saw something like that in FS was when Dagwin's front axle came off a Fiat in 17. It's on Ballencraig, I think, from memory. That bounced up and down across the map everywhere.
Yeah.
Let's try this out. Might have to borrow the front weight off the Deutz. Work from the slurry in though we put on last time. Hey simulation player, how are we doing? Bit wet on here. So you don't get mud splash up like that in FS, do you? All over the windscreen. I'm good, thanks. Test it on this field and see if it comes up with deep loosened or anything once we've done it. Must take some pulling because I've got my foot nailed to the floor at the moment. I think as soon as I finish streaming, the first thing I'm going to do is remove the Converland disk mod. After that one. Evening, Reno. We were talking about you last night. I sold them. I've sold them. Before they crashed the game. There's no collision there. I just sailed straight through the tree. Which textures are you saying are odd, Stephen? I'd say the field textures aren't too bad, really. Don't forget we put slurry on this field, that's why there's dark patches all over it. We're just saying we hadn't seen you for a little while. I think that's you who actually said, wasn't it, Milton?
Yeah.
When we were talking?
It was that. Probably he was having exams.
Yeah. See, we notice when our frequent viewers are missing from the channel. I would say this should help sort of dry the field out a bit as well doing this. This field is fairly wet. You can see by all the puddles of slurry lying all over it. Yeah, you can hear the springs rattling on the cultivator, can't you, Stephen? So it's an auto reset one. You can even tell where the ground's wet because the tractor spins more. Before we do another field, we might just put the front weight on here. I think it's on the Deutz at the minute. I'll have to go and get another one. And these fields will be getting drilled with maize. Maize harvest could be interesting. I think they could learn a little bit from each other, Stephen. I mean, the dynamic ground on here is certainly interesting. I did see in Discord you were playing that quite a bit.
It's a really good game actually, by the times.
Yeah?
Yeah, I play it quite a bit.
How many games you don't really play, is there?
Yeah.
No, I always try to play a couple of games. Fuck it.
Just the odd one or two out of your extensive library?
Yeah, well, it takes is just like, I don't know, you're not feeling anything to kind of blow stuff up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all part of the realism, Martin. I mean, it isn't me who's making the tractor skid to the left and right cultivating, it's the ground conditions. No, Stoon lets you know if you try and go too fast, that is for certain on there. If it's really wet, you get lots of ruts in the field. You see one or two in there from where we put the slurry on here. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where this game does go as they keep developing up. Certainly that is a big trick missing from FS, is the dynamic ground conditions. And I'd hazard to guess dynamic ground conditions may not be able to find themselves onto another well-known game playing device.
Mega Drive.
Yeah. I can't somehow see dynamic ground being very console friendly, can you?
No.
There's got to be lots of little scripts at play to get that to do that sort of thing. Yep, console's the biggest market, so they've got to look after it. Found interesting looking tanks, a duck and a toaster.
I've never seen a tank that looks like a duck, but hey ho. I don't know me blowing them up, so I don't have a Sherman.
Do the ducks that look like a toast go quack when they fire a shell? Cool. Do they quack up on impact as well?
It's one of the things, right? It's basically like Call of Duty, where you run around like having to capture something, but this is just done in tanks and aeroplanes. It's quite
Right.
very interesting game.
Let's have a look how we're doing here. Find the right field. So 19% loosened after going through it, that cultivator. It's interesting. But 100% cultivated. That's taken the wetness right down to 3%. Which is good. So if we went on and done 15, it's 1% loosened. That one's been ploughed. Wetness 3%. Wetness 43%. So yeah, they need cultivating to sort of dry them out a bit by the looks of it, which is pretty accurate for real life, really. Something we've often done over the years is put a cultivator through the field to get it to dry out quicker. So this is the one we ploughed. So let's see how we get on with this one. I want a much smaller tractor on this thing, that is for certain. I see, Renault. So I'm not up on tanks, so that's me thinking you got something that looks like a toaster on a pair of tracks. Should be loosening these fields up now. I'll get a seedbed cultivator to go over with before we can drill them, I would imagine. Can't see us being able to drill straight into this, but we can have a look. I pulled the tractor down as soon as that dropped in. Best way not to have a clue about that sort of thing at times, Stephen. Should be racking up the XP points now. Wonder if it goes through quicker if you go through a second time. Okay, Reno, then go in the normal pictures bit of my Discord if you like. I don't think you can, Stephen. You're sort of limited to that one at the moment. Remember, it's still a game in development, and it's not as simple the source structure in this as it is in FS19 or FS in general. Actually, it'd take quite a bit of doing to make any bit of land on this map have dynamic soil. Oh yes. Well, I don't know if they're model tanks, we might let them into the model bit. As long as you just have to say bang every time you fire them at little toy soldiers. See what happened if we cultivate a field twice in a moment. Whether it affects the loosening. And after all, we're trying to explore what this game is capable of, as well as doing a bit of serious farming on here. We'll just get both these fields cultivated first. Doesn't seem to be pulling it any quicker as it's going through a second time. The FPS is still around 33, 32 ish until we get near a tree. This game could be referred to as a PC killer if you haven't got a very good setup, unfortunately. Interesting, Renault. This one's been ploughed, so it'll be interesting to see what this comes up with after we've cultivated it. I'll swap to the Deutz for the other cultivator. For the drill as well, actually. So I've been using this one a little bit tonight so far. We should now have at least 3 fields we can drill. Provided we can drill straight behind this cultivator, that is. Hello Juso, haven't seen you about for a little while. How are we doing? Ah, that's not so good then. I'm okay, thanks. How did you manage to break your arm? Ooh, that's a bit of a wet spot. That threw the tractor well off course. Certainly not, Stephen. Dare I ask?
Oh no.
Dare I ask what he's come out with?
It's a good one, trust me.
Right.
Mm.
Good entertainment value?
Yeah.
Now, he wasn't showing off to a young lady to try and impress her, was he? Croon DLC. Really?
Yeah, he's saying that, but I think they're bringing back the. Do you remember the extended? What was it?
Straw Adam?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Straw Adam
Yeah.
one.
Straw Harvest.
Okay.
Yeah, I think,
Straw
I
Adam.
think
The crooned by the pellet maker, grabs and all that stuff.
Yeah, I've heard they're bringing that back, but
Yeah.
won't be a Chrome DLC though.
No, 'cause that was from Aerosoft, wasn't it?
No.
It wasn't even purchasable through Giants. I wouldn't go as far as not a fan, but better research could help. With the news items, I think would be the best way to put it at times. Ah, so you were showing off to a girl then, Yuzo. Huh. See, I will keep telling you, young lads, just don't get you anywhere, these girls.
Last time I showed off to her when I got married.
You've got less time for bopping her over the head.
Yeah.
Am I in any danger at the moment?
No, she just bought me a cup of tea to shush.
Right. So I'm not in any danger, but you most certainly are.
Oh.
Especially with a hot cup of tea.
Yeah. I don't know, Stephen.
He's mostly watched the competition, and because they've got a beta in that, they're much like, Chrome's coming.
Well, that was going to be the other thing I was going to say.
Only thing I think of, the competition. The league, shall I say.
Yeah. This picks us moments to save the game. Right, we want this nice little tractor now, which doesn't have wheel chocks behind the wheels. Good. How much diesel has this one got in it is the next question. For as much as the Class, not much. I would say you landed a bit wrong, Juzo, if you broke your arm doing so. Use this nice sounding tractor. I take it no one can see what's going on at the back of the tractor at the moment. Dog is getting dragged along by the slurry tanker. That's looking at me as if to say what you're doing. It's got itself between the back of the tractor and the slurry tanker. Move, doggy.
That dog.
Does it look bothered that it's just behaving like Superman at the back of the tractor?
That dog and that slurry tanker.
Yeah, last week he's getting dragged along by the spreader booms. Right, if the front weight wants to come off, that can sit there. And move this back out of the way. Do I dare ask where the dog is now? Put some diesel in there. Hi Henry, how are you doing tonight? Let's see if we can get this weight on, as I might have accidentally tipped it upside down. All good here, thanks. Let's see if we can get this on. Yep. One other thing to do with this tractor. It involves this little yellow and black machine over here. Clean your tractor out, even leaving the tractor. See, it looks much better. Right, let's just have a look at these fields before we go near the shop. See if we do need to do anything else to them. So field 14 we haven't touched yet. 13, 18% loosened. 100% cultivated. 14 is rather wet still. 15, 6% loosened. 0% ploughed, but we ploughed that field, so that's an interesting one. I'd say we can drill them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get a drill. And some seed. Which means I've got to get lost getting to the wholesalers again. It's like pulling into one of them car washes beside the road. Someone just gets out and does it for you. we'll stick to... oh, good point. I just mentioned about a drill. The drills I was going to get come from the same sort of mod pack as those discs. Be afraid. Be very afraid as to what's going to happen next. But I think we'll move the sprayer well out of the way this time. After what happened last time. We do not want the sprayer going into orbit with a drill. It's bad enough when the discs went into orbit.
I got. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took a while to get to it, Juicer, but I got there in the end. Right, brace ourselves. We've got a Cavernland drill is what I was aiming for, so we didn't have to have another one of those hammer drills. I couldn't get close enough to attach the tractor last time, Benji, before it somersaulted through the map. So, if all else fails, I have to have another one of those hammer drills with the corn seeder unit. There we go, mini air. Foldable. I'm actually scared. Okay, we have a seeder. What motherboard are you thinking of, Yuzu? Okay, so it's not trembling as we've gone there with the tractor. That's a good start after last time. Last time by now it was bouncing up and down on the ground. When I got near it with the tractor, it catapulted through the air. So we've got an improvement. And it hooks on. Does it unfold? It unfolds. Ooh, we have progress. Thing in the right corner? What, top right corner, Stephen? Alright, let's see if we can find the wholesalers this time for some seed. That's reading GPU and CPU performance in the top right corner. I can hide it. Just so we can keep an eye on what's going on, really. It's quite high CPU usage. Oh, is she looking... X470 Pro would be a good one, Juzo. Looks like Nightbot is in a bad mood. And Streamlabs moderator, what's that doing back again? I thought we'd got rid of that one.
It's not fault.
Right, Streamlabs moderator, how can I remove that? That's the one that tried to install itself before, wasn't it? And I refused it. In fact, I believe GD banned it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Have you just doctored that moderator?
Yes.
Right. I think we might have taken a wrong turn here.
He's gone for a while.
Oh, good. Don't think that's going to adversely affect anything.
No, because GT has done that, what, 2 or 3 months ago?
Yeah, I've got the Gaming 7 X470 Juicer, which is a very good motherboard by all accounts. Yeah, mine is red and black, my setup. 4 visible red fans on it. I think we're a bit lost at the minute, but never mind. I had this problem last time I tried to find the wholesaler as well. I have this habit of getting lost on this map. Generally every time we come down into the town here we get lost. Okay. Yeah, if you got those you might as well go for it. So it all matches. I think that's it, right in front of us. See, I knew where I was going in the end. Ish. Neither to some parts of this country, Reno. We've got one village not far from here what's not even got fibre broadband yet. They're still on dial-up. Right, there's some maize. Oh, you realised, Benji. Try and make a note of which way to get to it. These cars are so slow when they pull out of anywhere. I'll play ping pong with them if necessary. Bit of a personal question, Stephen. Use the gear stick to change from forward to reverse. What was what, Renault? Game auto saved. That was what the lag was. Like the way the light arms vibrate on this as you're going down the road, because that would happen. We've got to see if we can drill this field. if the drill goes on the ground. Interesting. I think we may have another dodgy mod. It's not dropping up and down. Okay, night Reno, thanks for stopping by tonight. Yep, the drill is not working. It's interesting. So it fills up alright. But now it decides to play up. Okay, catch you later, Juzo. Thanks for stopping by. Let's try again. Okay. No idea. That's a rather large tractor, this one. We've got the little class in the yard. We'll just try that on it before we give up. It's interesting to see what mods do work and don't work on here. Shouldn't do, but has done the FS before. Should actually use this yet. Not on this save game anyway. Oh, it most certainly has, Stephen. Had several occasions where a certain mod won't work on a certain tractor in FS. Much like that, you see. It's working on this tractor. It always pays to try that trick if at first it doesn't work. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Stephen. This is a smallish drill and that's a very big tractor we had it on. You wouldn't use this drill on a tractor that size in real life. Well, most people wouldn't. Some people no doubt would. I like the way the individual units bounce up and down. Mind you, most people wouldn't drill maize with a mini air either. These are more suited to veg crops. All these units bouncing up down are very, very realistic. My beat drill used to do it all the time, especially if you want a bit on a bit of rough ground with it. They'd rattle up and down. That's what they're designed to do. No, I can't see that coming into FS, unfortunately, not unless the consoles move on a lot. That would be the limiting factor, I think you'd find. Well, not necessarily the consoles, but the console manufacturers. Well, Mud Mod in 17 certainly made FS interesting. Not sure if fun is the right word for it at times. And people got a little bit carried away with it. How you found the mud on Hillside, Dal, while you were playing that?
That mud on Hillside is crazy.
Yeah.
Proper crazy.
Oh, it's built into the map, Stephen. Hillside Farm was one what had it. That's just scary in places on there. Especially if you try and go through the trees a little way up from the main, what was Cornbrook's farm when they were using it, onto the grass field. That's really crazy through there. We had a few major mud removal sessions on that map for the Cornbrook series. It's just too mad really. You took your tedder into a field and you'd lose it under a load of mud. That's interesting. The only bit re-drills when you do the headlands with this is your wheel tracks. So that's our first field of maize drilled. Hasn't used too much seed really, about half the quantity we've got, which is just as well as we need to go down the shop to buy it. There was a modded drill like this in FS17 which I used a few times. Who knows what seasons will bring this time, Stephen? A lot of realism, I think, from what we have seen of it so far. Certainly going to bring realism to a whole new level within the game. With crop rotation and that sort of thing. What we're talking about. I like missing the first little bit as you come into the field for some reason. I think these be described as perfect maze drilling conditions underfoot. At least as we've drilled them, we're going to spray them the way we want to this time, not the way the game tried to get us to last time. At an angle, so we took no end out with the wheels. Once we've got these 3 done, we've cultivated. We've got 2 more to cultivate, or maybe just that 1 to cultivate because the other one's all ready to go if we want to drill straight into it where the plough is. Let's see if we can just get that corner from the other direction, just back into it. We'll have to have a look through all our notifications up there as well. See what's actually coming up with. So there's now 14 of them. Got it this time. Just up and down the field again, and that'll be that last bit in front of us to do. Done it again this end. I wonder what's causing that, whether that's because the drill isn't far enough into the field. Okay, that's a little bit weird. Interesting. See if we can get that from the other way. I believe there is Stephen with hay. I should have to allow the crops to dry before we can bale it. Done properly. As to guess, we might not have enough seed to do that other field at the moment. We'll keep going until the seed runs out anyway. Yeah, I don't think the crop's going to disappear overnight anymore with seasons in 19, from what's been said. Which, let's face it, was a big pain with 17. I reckon we've got about one width of drill left on this field, just to be annoying. Certainly got our fields in tonight, which is good. So next time we'll have to get that other one cultivated. I'm not going to risk using a helper on here, from what I've been reading and everything. So one more field to cultivate, 2 to drill. We better get some spraying done. Yeah, I'll be going for another few minutes. Speedometer is one relating to this tractor, Kevin. No, this is cattle and crops, not FS. Hence why the speeder looks different. We have a small strip up that side of the field, I think, but we don't have enough seed for, unfortunately. Can't see us getting far up there somehow. About halfway. I think this is what you call an annoyance when you run out this close to finishing. Right. As we've run out of seed, that will be where I finish tonight as well on there. We'll just have a look at the notifications though. See what we've been racking up in that top corner. Let's have a look. Ooh, 75. 75. Lots of 75s. Purchase. Getting for most interesting things. Alright, let's have a look in here. Should look different now. Field 3 shouldn't say anything because we haven't done anything with it yet. So that's the field we're now on, 92%, 8% no fruit. That one we haven't done anything with, so that's all okay. 15, 99% sowed, so we've missed a couple of small bits on there somewhere. 97% maize, 3% no fruit. Night Stephen, thanks for stopping by tonight. 15, 99%.
Yes, dude.
So yeah, we're doing okay. How are we doing on XP points? Well, considering we've done new contracts on here, we've got 2,650 XP points. We've driven 62 kilometers, walked 2 kilometers, fertilised 2 hectares, so it's not doing too badly. So, achievements, baby steps, more exercise. That doesn't sound like me. Let's have a look at these achievements. Experienced jogger, marathon man, cardio junkie. You got nothing else to do. I like that one. Baby steps, from here to the end of the world. Long distance, loose beginnings. Oh, misses. 700 soccer fields. I ain't gonna try and pronounce that one. You've cultivated more than 10,000 hectares, 24,700 acres. I think we could be a while before we get that one. From a small seed, the first seed has been planted. That 24,700 acres is going to take a little while to get there, I think. Insert funny fertilizer title here. Great job, awesome, well done. In other words, they ain't got that one. Failure is a great fertilizer, but so is fertilizer. You've sprayed more than 10,000 hectares. Interesting achievements. Put some of the farm sim ones to shame, that's for certain. Right, but that's where I'm going to finish for tonight.
Sound muted. Microphone muted.
So, I'm not quite sure what the game is doing when I just tabbed out of it, but it's something interesting. So for now, I'll pop a link to today's video in chat. But I will say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this stream tonight, and I will see you again tomorrow night. Goodbye for now.